So everything has to be free to come through you. Everything has the peace and the joy has to be free to come through you, and the anger or whatever arises, it comes through you, and then the next moment, and then the next moment, and then the next moment. And you are aware of all states. You're not a state. States come and go. You can't hold on to any state. It's not possible. You can try. Try to hold on to any state.
But say, well, you said you letting go of the resistance. Is that what you did, basically?
I was just exhausted, and I was just got to the point I was so exhausted, and I just said, I give up. Because
well, I've done that many times. I mean, sometimes it's been the only peace I've ever known is when I gave up.
Yes.
But then I could get right into it again. But I mean, like say right now, you seem, Stephen does too. You seem you have a peaceful demeanor. So is that from letting go of resistance to what comes up?
I think just letting go of who I thought I was, whatever that means. Because as Stephen was talking that you can't grasp or you can't hold on to those states because things are always changing and things will always come up. But I know who I am and that doesn't change. But that every day constantly changes, so I got to the point to just see it and kind of just laugh about it and just not get caught up into the whole thing of it. But I went through a lot of suffering and a lot of pain and a lot of tears and heartache and joy and all of that. I don't know, just one day it just made sense or no sense, Just to realize that I wasn't that which I thought that I was.
And so what did you think you were that you realized you weren't?
I thought I was my thoughts. I thought I was who I played the role each day to be, who I was in my job, and that defined who I was, and I was consumed by my thoughts, and my thoughts ruled my everyday being and existence.
That's pretty good thread.
So you see you're not that. So what are you? Who are you?
I'm this.
Yeah. Whatever is.
Yes.
It's kind of watching.
That's it.
You really can't, this is perfect. You can't say anything you say more than this or is an abstraction, but you can say, I am the watching, or the witnessing, or the conscious. I am that which is aware of this. Everything that's happening, you can feel your body. You're aware of it, and you're aware of the thoughts and the stories and the feelings, the sensations, all flowing through you. It's this energy flowing through you, and you're aware of it all. And stories are flowing through you. Stories. None of them are true. None of them. You're not a terrible person, and you're not a great person. You're not a person at all. Your consciousness. You're not good or bad. You're aware of this human experience that's happening. And even the thought, I don't like this particular human experience. Because you've said that before. You're like, I realize this is just a play, a story that's happening in the human experience, but I don't like this human experience. Well, just watch it. If you think you are it, and you're in there trying to change it and manipulate it and fix it all the time, whatever is arising, I shouldn't be this, I should be something else. Just leave it alone, watch it. If you're angry, be angry. So that energy comes up and it wants to be expressed. But that energy, different. Everyone is different. We don't have the same degree of energy, and I mean, you can see this in different people. Some are very type A personalities and easily angered. They're not doing that. That's the way it is. That's their energy is being expressed. It's very intense, in some people. With other people, they're very calm and relaxed. It's not because they've attained anything. That's just their nature is very calm and relaxed. They're a willow tree. You have a lot of energy, flowing through you. So if you feel it flowing through you, watch it, experience it, feel it. If you want to burn that energy, you can do, constructive things, to burn that energy. But I don't know of anyone who has said it, and I've found no way to change, whatever your nature is, as a human. If you're very intense, type A, that's the way you are. It's the way it is. I wouldn't try to change that. How are you going to do it? Maybe it changes, or maybe it doesn't change, but it is what it is. But you don't have to suffer over it. It's not you. You are aware of it. The whole realization and the freedom is, it's not, this realization, the freedom isn't, freedom from your human nature, whatever that is. It's not, it doesn't change you from an oak tree into a willow tree. It makes you realize that you are not the oak tree. You didn't create the characteristics of an oak tree. And the willow tree didn't create the characteristics. It's just an expression of the one mysterious source expressing itself as an oak tree and as a willow tree, as a type A personality. And the type B's, what are the other types? I never hear them quoted. More of a calm sort. But a type, whatever you are. So it's not free to be, a calm and relaxed. It's freedom from, it's not you. It's just, it's energy expressing itself, type A, intense. That's your nature, apparently. I've not found any way to change what you are as far as the sort of human nature, the way, life is being expressed through you. But there's a recognition that it's not me. It's just happening. Whatever is happening here is, whatever it is that creates the weather. The mysterious source of all existence that creates the weather, creates and sort of expresses itself in all these different forms and different types. And we are the consciousness that's aware of all these different forms and these different types and these different personalities, So that's the freedom. It's freedom. It's not freedom to get rid of your type A characteristics and become a type C or whatever it's called. That's not the freedom, Well, I want to be calm and relaxed. You can't do that. Like I can't change my nature. So there's a recognition. Everything is just happening. So you watch it. And if the energy is there and you feel like you want to burn it off, try to burn it in some constructive manner. That's sort of a practical thing.
Okay, so if I'm not that, do you wake up in the morning and identify yourself as the mysterious source? How do you find something you'll hang on to that you don't?
It's something to hang on to is something that you cannot get rid of.
Yeah.
You are that which is aware of everything that arises. If anything is there, if there's tension, if you wake up in the morning and there's a sense of anxiety or tension, right? Something has to be there that's aware of that tension and that anxiety. Something has to witness that, or know that, or see that, right? The tension and the anxiety comes and goes. There's tension and there's relaxation. Then there's boredom. There's all the different fluctuations in experience, right? So there has to be something there that's aware of whatever appears, whether it's tension and anxiety or it's joy and it's peace. There's something that knows it, that's aware of it. That has to be what you are, because everything else is always changing. So you can't get away from. If anything, if there's any state at all, whether it's a state of anxiety or a state of peace, any state, there has to be something which is aware of all states. Like, is the state of anxiety, is that aware of itself? Does the state of anxiety say, I am aware of myself? Does the state of joy say, I am aware of myself? It has no substance. It's just a temporary state. You are that which is aware of it. So that's your anchor. You can't get out of it. You can't get away from this knowing presence. It knows. It's the knowing or the consciousness. It's what's knowing right now.